Good evening, one and all. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. That's my call sign. And my name is Mac, Mike Alpha Charlie. It's rapidly approaching 7 p.m. here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It's our opportunity to share with you another episode of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. We'll be monitoring the VE3IMW repeater. This net meets 5 times weekly, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on the ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075, and on Thursday evenings it's a simplex frequency of 446.125. Our net controller tonight, I believe, is Bill VE3IUK, and if you're following along on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and we'll stand by now for Bill to pick up the net promptly at 7 p.m. Please stand by.
Good evening, all amateurs. This is Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. My name is Bill, and I'm located in Dundas, Ontario. And welcome to the Sunday edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. This net meets 5 times weekly, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday on this repeater at 7 p.m. and Thursdays at 7 p.m. on a simplex frequency of 446.125. And we'd like to thank Mac, VA3IMW or UW, whatever he's going by lately. When checking in, please remember to smash the like button, and if you have not subscribed, please do so. And remembering when checking in, mobile stations do get priority. So with that, let's stand by and see if there's any priority. Quick one and done traffic coming out.
VA3WPG, just a quick check-in.
VA3WPG, VE3IUK, thanks for breaking the ice there, and hope you had a good day, Chris.
It was a hot one, but yeah, had a little nap this afternoon, so we're doing good right now.
You're a Sunquest shipper, so thanks for taking the time to check in. Are there any other quick one and dones before we go to regular check-ins? Come now. All right. Well, I do see some activity on the screen for YouTube. I see Larry has checked in, Mac, Turner Wayne. So welcome, and hopefully we may get some RF check-ins out of those. So if you're looking in the chat, you're going to see that I did sort of have a bit of a topic for tonight. People are going to say, what's that? Well, the vernacular of ham radio, I mean, the terms that we use that maybe other people are not familiar with, that is related to the hobby. Obviously, the most obvious one being ham radio instead of amateur radio. So how did that one originate? So just see how many that we can come up with, terms that we use that other people may not use. So I'll just throw that up there, and we'll see where that lands. So let's stand by for anyone who'd like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club Net. Come now.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
VE3LBI, VE3IUK. Good evening, Larry. How are you?
Warm, Bill. It's warm out. I've actually cut the lawn today, the front lawn, and man, I did some sweat doing that. I got to come actually before lunch, but the sun's right directly on it. So, anyways, I got it done and it's finished. I don't have to worry about that. The back I had done another day. I forget what day it was now. I did it. Maybe I did it. No, I didn't do it Saturday. I did it sometime last week. So it did need another haircut, but the front one did for sure.
Yeah, Roger, and that's probably a good thing that you did it today because it's going to be a heck of a lot warmer tomorrow, and I guess we're going to have a bit of a humidex, so probably good that you did it today.
I was actually looking at that heat index. It's supposed to be way up, approximately with the humidex tomorrow and into sometime on Tuesday. Fahrenheit-wise, about 96, so it's going to be warm.
Apparently tomorrow right through Wednesday. So that I saw the think of any terms that we use as hams that other people don't use? I mean, the obvious one I've come up with is ham instead of amateur, but there are other terms that we use. Can you think of anything, Larry?
The thing that comes to my head off the top is just 7.3, and a lot of people wouldn't understand what that is.
Yep. Well, I'm coming up with a list of terms, and maybe I'll pass it along to Chuck, and maybe he might want to do something with it on his Wednesday night net. So thanks for that. So far, we've got ham and 7.3. I can come up with a few more myself, but I just want to throw it out there and see what folks come up with. So thanks for checking in, Larry.
Yep, not a problem. Thanks for picking it up, Bill. All right, 7.3.
Yep, 7.3. So stand by for anyone else who'd like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Portable. Good evening, Bill.
Vern, VA3CRF, VE3IUK. Good evening, Vern. How are you doing?
Not too bad, Bill. Just out for a walk. As I stepped out, the temperature was 27. Holy mackerel. Bit of a shock there. I gather the bigger shock will be tomorrow and Tuesday. But, yeah, interesting topic. One thing that immediately came to mind to me, because people have asked me who you talking to when I walk around with the radio, and I'll say I'm checking into a net. And they'll be like, what is that? So a net would be an example, regardless of how it's run. Just kind of, that's a term that most people would be, I don't know what that is. Back to you, Bill.
Wonderful. Exactly what I'm after. And I thought maybe what I'll do is I'll get a list tonight, and then I'll pass it along to Chuck, and he might want to do some origins on these terms. And I think it would make an interesting factual evening for one of his nets.
Another term that comes to mind immediately is repeater. I have explained to people that basically a repeater is like a cell tower, but most people don't know what a repeater is either, Bill.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yep, we're off to a good start. So thanks so much for checking in, Vernon, and enjoy your walk.
Thanks so much, Bill. I'll be around for a little while listening in.
All right, take care, Vern. And if you think of any more, you can always chime in later. And I see that Mark, VA3IMW, is checked in on YouTube as well. So let's stand by and see if we can get some more RF check-ins. VA3IUK standing by.
Comment WPG.
Yes, Bill. Yep, just stand by. I'll go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, now that we got a topic here, I'll just drop in a quick comment here. Sometimes when I'm talking to people on the phone, or even in person, I'll say 10-4, 10-4, 10-4. But if I really want to throw them for a loop, I'll say QSL.
I'm sure that does send them for a loop. So there you go. Well, I think sometimes we even use these terms and we're not sure of their origin or how they got started. So I just thought it might be a good topic. Thanks for that, Chris. All right, VA3NFL, VE3IUK. Good evening, Al. How are you?
Oh, doing good. The only thing that pops into my mind is QTH, QSO, so not really sure where we're going here. VA3NFL.
So I guess add the Q codes to the list.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, we're just sort of looking at the origin of some of the terms, or vernacular terms they use, because one that was used among a lot of overhams, for instance, I'll throw this one in here, was fine business, but you don't hear that one anymore, so you just wonder how some of these got started. Anyway, Al, I guess you're waiting for the dinner bell, right?
Oh, grandkids are over. They're playing baseball. That's a good evening. Great day.
Are you not out there being an umpire?
Oh, no. They're younger than me. No, I'm watching from the sidelines.
Attaboy. Okay, Al, well, thanks so much for taking the time to check in. And have a good evening.
You as well, Bill. Everybody on the VA3IMW.
Yeah, take care. Enjoy the evening. Anyone else for Lake Ontario Radio Club Net? Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf. Victor Alpha 3, I think we had a double there between Chuck and I. Who won?
Just stand by. VA3CJ said VE3IUK. Were you checking in as well?
Roger. VA3CJ said.
Okay, I guess I was a little quick on the draw. Stand by, Chuck, and so we'll go back to Steve. Good evening, Steve. How you doing?
Oh, good, Bill. Just finished my dinner about 20 minutes ago, and I'm about to try the Cottage Springs punched up 7% blackberry lemon vodka soda. Oh boy.
That is a mouthful, but it sounds good.
I've never had one. I ended up buying them for my company about a month ago, and they brought their own, except theirs were 10%. That's pretty crazy for a soda drink. 10%. Anyway, yeah, so we're just chilling out here and getting the mobile cleaned out today. I got it all vacuumed out and cleaned out and sorted. And next thing to do is to actually, I was gonna go out today. I was gonna bring the 857 with me in the car today, but change of plans. I did not go. It's pretty warm out there today, and then when I came in the house today after cleaning the car, I saw on the news that it's snowing in Vancouver. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I don't know, Bill. What do you think? VA3IMW.
Well, I do believe the seasons are a bit confounded. That's what I would say. But yeah, I thought I heard something about snow in Calgary as well. If it wasn't today, maybe a couple days ago. So yeah, weird weather conditions for sure, Steve. And I didn't get out today because it was church this morning, and then a family get together after. So I might try and get out tomorrow.
Yeah, roger that. I as well am going to certainly make the attempt to get out there tomorrow, especially since my vehicle is all ready to go. So, all right, that's good. Are you going out in the morning or the afternoon?
Well, I was going to be going out with Wade, so I got to wait and hear back from him. So I got a feeling it'll probably be the afternoon if we do go out.
Yeah, roger. Well, I just took a sip of this, and I don't think I'm liking it. Anyway, yeah, in the afternoon, eh? Okay. Then we'll aim to go out in the yeah, because there's no point in going out in the morning or late morning or even very early afternoon for all that matter, because conditions don't really start till about around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. At least there were none yesterday and today. So yeah, I'm probably gonna aim to go out about around 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, roger to that. That's the tentative plan here, so I'll try to keep you posted with what's going on, and maybe we can get some parts going in there as well, and you'll be able to test the water. Okay, Steve, well, thanks for checking in, and as I say, we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, roger that, Bill.
on the net there, buddy. VE3IUK, VA3NFG, and I'll let you pick up Chuck there. Back to you.
Okay, Steve. Well, it doesn't sound like you're enjoying that drink there. Sometimes the mixes of the fruit juices and vodka can throw you for a loop. That's for sure. All right. Well, let's see what Chuck's been up to. VA3 CGSN VA3IUK. Good evening.
VA3 CJZ. Good evening, Bill. And sounds like Steve, you're going to have to probably take a couple of sips so that your taste buds get used to that taste. It's a shame to waste money. So just keep sipping until you get used to it. Well, Bill, yeah, warm one today. I think my outside thermometers both read 89 degrees earlier today. So, yeah, pretty warm. I went out for a walk to Walmart, and I barely made it there, Bill. My legs hurt so bad, and then my back is still sore. So, I hate to bother everybody with my ailments, but yeah, I went out for a walk. Last time I went out was Thursday, I believe. And, geez, I had to stop and take breaks on the way there and on the way back. Man, oh man. So even if my back feels better, the legs aren't working. Anyways, yeah, no luck today. I got one contact. I think it was, where was it? Puerto Rico or somewhere. I got one DX station today, but you know what? It wasn't worth my effort to try and pull in those weak stations that were in my noise floor. I just said the hell with it. I'm hoping this evening will give better results.
Yeah, well, my space weather app has gone off the past couple of days. So we have had some conditions, but it looks like things might be starting to pick up again. So we'll just have to wait and see, Chuck. So hopefully you'll be able to test that antenna out some more. So I don't know if you noticed the topic for tonight, did you?
Yes, and I forgot to mention that when I first keyed up there. So a couple of those were already taken from others. So I think coax is another one. People don't know what coax is because you know, they look at the old folks home with a cable going into the wall. They just call it the TV cable, right? They don't know what coax is. So that's what I could think of there, Bill. And yeah, that might be something I could research there for you.
All right. Well, what I'll do is I've got things written down that people have submitted tonight over the net. What I'll do is I'll put them into email and I'll send them off to you. You don't necessarily have to do them right away, but it could be something for one of your future Wednesday night nets. I'm just trying to come up with some fodder for you to keep things going.
Yeah, absolutely there, Bill. By all means. And now that I've got a stable computer and a new one, so everything's working fine. And I took that hard drive, Bill, and I put it in my personal safe here. I don't want to put anything else on it. Just use it as the emergency backup system, bootable. So I put that in with my valuables so I don't accidentally overwrite it. So yeah, today's Sunday. Tomorrow is Monday, and that means the Monday night accidental net, or as some like to call it, the oopsie net. The Monday night oopsie net. We all do oopsies. Maybe that could be a subject for tomorrow. What's one of the biggest oopsies you've done? Okay, I think that's about it, Bill. Got a few things to do tonight. Got some laundry, and I think I'm going to make some homemade salsa. some chopping.
All right, now just before I move on and get some more check-ins, do you make mild, medium, or hot?
Well, I used to really like the medium, like the store-bought medium. Now I just can't handle it, so it's mild, but with some kick.
Sounds good, and that's something I haven't made on my own in a while. I may try that this summer. Once I get a hold of some fresh tomatoes. Okay, Chuck, thanks so much for checking in. And as I say, when I'll email this off to you, and you can take your time researching it, and I'm sure it'll make for an interesting part of our Wednesday nights, and we appreciate what you do. So anything else before I move on?
No, that's it, Bill. Thanks for doing it. VA3CJZ.
Yeah, VA3CJZ, VE3IUK, thanks for checking in, and have a good evening. So let's stand by and see if we have anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor.
Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor, VE3IUK. Good evening, Mark.
VE3IUK, VA3IMW. Evening, Bill. Everyone on net? Yeah, just like that, it was summer, eh? Bam. I had to spend the morning installing my portable ACs, Bill. It actually got so warm in here. But it's nice and comfy now. I would say for your question, Bill, I was going to use the one Chris used there, the Q signals, but another one that I was unaware of until it became a ham, and I find even when I'm talking to people about the hobby now, they have no idea there's a whole community out there and the existence of parks on the air. So I would say when you tell them you're going to activate a park, they kind of raise their eyebrow and go, activate a park? So that'll be mine, Bill. Thanks for doing the net. And I'm listening along and enjoying here. Back to you, Bill. VA3IMW.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's exactly what I'm after, because some people might go, activate a park. How do you bring it to life? So there you go, Mark. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. They look at you and go, what do you mean, activate a park? But yeah, thanks for doing it, Bill. I'll be listening on VA3IMW. Back to you.
Yep, very good, Mark, and thanks for taking the time to check in. Anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net? Come now. All right. While we're waiting for maybe another possible couple check-ins, I'll come up with another one. Another one that we used to use that I do not hear anymore. I heard this when I first became a ham and I got on the air, was the term destinated. So instead of people saying I've arrived at my QTH, they would say I've destinated at my QTH. So interesting how these terms come about. So anyway, we'll take one more standby and see if there's anyone else for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Come now.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I've heard a bunch of them say it. Destiny. Really?
Yeah, Al, I don't use it myself, but when I first became a ham, I heard that one quite a bit.
I heard it with a white guy, in Stony Creek. He always says I'm destinated. Why don't you just say I'm going for, you know what?
Yeah. Well, there you go. And that, well, it's just like the one fine business that I don't hear much anymore. I hear it occasionally. If you're an old timer on one of the bands, sometimes you'll hear them use slide business. So it's all sort of the vernacular of ham radio operators. So that's sort of what the topic was tonight, anyway.
Good evening, Geek.
Oh, it's a good topic, Bill. VE3IUK, CHFL. Perfect.
Yep, we're going to pass it along to Chuck, and he'll research them and go into more detail maybe on one of his Wednesday night nets. we'll take one more standby for any last call check-ins or rechecks. VE3IUK for Lake Ontario Radio Club net standing by.
VA3IMW. I'll be myself tonight.
Me, myself, and Irene. There you go. VA3IMW, VE3IUK. Good evening, Mac. How are you?
We're doing well. We also have recognized Key checking in on YouTube. Certainly appreciate that. Just a quick note to Chuck. I'm traveling on business on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I'm not going to be able to live stream Tuesday evenings net. So Chuck, if you wouldn't mind streaming Tuesday evenings Lake Ontario Radio Club net, then I would certainly appreciate that. I'm going to do my best to be back home in time for the A-Reg on Wednesday evening. So other than that, I've been scoping out a few parks on the way to and on the way back from Holland, Michigan. So perhaps I'll get in a couple of activations on the way out and on the way back. And keep your eyes posted. I'll be looking forward to throwing another backpack of radio gear in the car and maybe get a chance to do some activation. Anyways, very apt topic for tonight. I can remember one particular guy, when he found out I was a ham operator, he automatically started researching the vernacular behind all of that. So he got into discussing what a rag chew was and other unique terms that were associated with that. Obviously the Q codes and stuff like that. Anyways, I do recall also being in France, and I took a picture of a store sign, and sure enough, they actually have a store for them. So LID, it's an international consortium, right? Yes, they sell hats, but they're also lame, independent dweebs that cause some discontent amongst us. So there you go. There's a couple of more for the pot there, Bill.
No, that's excellent. That's exactly what I'm after. And as I say, I'm going to I'll type this up and email it off to Chuck, and I'll give him some fodder for maybe one night or possibly two. So appreciate that, Mac.
Recheck the E3LBI.
That's E3LBI, VE3IUK. Go ahead.
Well, Mac almost said it. The bean in the pot. There you go.
Exactly. That's another one. Very good. So we'll write that one down.
I know that one.
We may have had a double there. Spread them out.
VA3 CJZ. I just shouted. I know that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I got that. Thanks. And somebody double with Chuck. Go ahead.
It was just me, Bill. I was just clearing, that's all.
Okay, I know the origin of being in the pot, but I'll pass that along to Chuck as well, because when he does his Wednesday night, he gets a lot of people that are just listening, not necessarily checking in. So I thought it would be good entertainment. So very good. And sorry, Mac, anything else for you before I move on?
Not too much. I just wanted everybody to know that I have posted the park lineup for the May 30th event on the Discord. So take a look at that. And the only thing I haven't done yet is post the target frequencies for the various bands that we're going to be working. So as usual, we're going to work 80, 60, 40, 20, 17, 12, 15, 10, 6 meters, 2 meters and 70 centimeters. The add-in to this event is if you all have some 1.25 or slash 220 megahertz equipment, feel free to throw that in your pack, and we'll see if we can make that work for us. Anyways, that's about it for now. And if I can get a Roger from Chuck, if he can stream Tuesday night's net.
WPG, comment for the 30th.
Okay, stand by, Chuck. And Chris, go ahead.
CP24 News article, a wave of ticks are on their way to Ontario, so be sure to bring your DEET.
Very good advice, Chris. Thanks very much for that. Before I go back to Chuck, I'd like to acknowledge that Bob Brown, VE3IUK, Foxtrot Delta, has checked in. Thanks for joining us, Bob, and hope you're having a good evening. So over to you, Chuck. And by the way, Chuck, you may need to take the Tuesday night net. There's a good chance that I may not be here, so might be a lot to ask for you. But if I'm not here, would you be able to pick up the net Tuesday evening?
VA3CJZ, Bill and Mac, first of all, no problem. I can stream on Tuesday, and so while I'm streaming, I can also take over as net control, unless Bill is able to. So just let me know either way, Bill. That way I can be ready and not scramble at the last minute.
We'll know by tomorrow afternoon, so I will certainly let you know one way or another for sure, Chuck.
All right, sounds good. And where are you going, Mac?
I'm going to Holland.
Get out.
Yeah, that's what I said to my wife, and she said, I'm jealous. No, it's Holland, Michigan. It's nothing to be jealous about.
Oh, God, Michigan. Oh, okay. It'd be better if you would have gone to Wisconsin. I keep yelling in my head, hello, Wisconsin, from that TV show there. What the hell? I forget the name of it. Anyways, all right, very good. Get a T-shirt from Holland, Michigan.
Believe it or not, Holland, Michigan actually has a facility that still manufactures the wooden Dutch shoes. That's really kind of funny. But you can't go any further west without getting your feet wet in Lake Michigan. So a little stretch further than Grand Rapids. It's a trek. So I figured I would try to break up the monotonous trip with maybe a park or two, but we'll see how that goes. Anyways, Charles, thank you very much for streaming on Tuesday evening, and I still have it in my mind that I want to get back home on time on Wednesday evening so I can enjoy the entire evening with the Amateur Radio Exchange Group. Good enough for me. I'll turn it back to Chuck to finish up with Bill.
Yeah, very good, Mac. Send it back to Bill, VA3CJZ.
Okay, thanks, gentlemen, and very good. I'll take one more standby. Don't want to leave anybody out. So are there any last-minute check-ins or rechecks for the Lake Ontario Radio Club? Then VE3IUK standing by. Vector Echo 3. Every kind of junk. VE3EKJ V3IUK. Good evening, Bill. How are you? Out of Midland. Just finished up with Mom. Had enough time to sneak upstairs for the positive refreshers and came down to see if the net had closed out yet or if I still had a chance. Lo and behold, I did. How much is the fare to Midland? American money or Canadian money? I'm just being as smart
from Canadian Tire. Amongst the haul was another litter box for the cat. She burned out the old one, but it was a hand-me-down. My dear wife, she had probably gotten 20 years out of it for the various cats she had. Then she brought it down here when she moved in with me. And it didn't know anybody anymore. It was getting kind of ratty. But I couldn't believe the prices, Bill. You know, basically all it is a plastic tub, you know, pretty well the same as what you might drop in your sink when you were doing dishes. And, you know, it still cost me $20 because I could not find such a tub anywhere in, you know, the home hardware type of areas. They sure know how to ding you for your pets.
Oh, I just look at it this way, Bill. Everyone wants a piece of the pie, and that puts the price up. But anyway, I'm glad you got one, and hopefully you don't have to buy one for a long time.
Well, it depends upon how aggressive she is about using it. Oh, well, can't blame her. When you gotta go, you gotta go. She can't go outside like the dog does. You know, and the dog does, well, one thing that makes it easier about the dog is, you know, it's what she leaves out there, her voting, as I call it. The ballots are biodegradable.
Yeah, Roger, that seems to me, I remember seeing a video on YouTube a couple of years ago of a dog they trained to use an indoor toilet. If I find it, I'll send it to you. It's actually quite hilarious.
Well, I hope his aim is better than some people.
Yeah, how's that go? We aim to please, so please aim to.
VA3CJZ.
Go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah, just wanted to comment to Mr. EKJ. Next time, go look in the automotive section and check out the oil pans there, Bill.
I never thought of that. Well, thank you, Chuck. It may be another 20 years. I don't know if I'll still be around, but I don't think the cat will be. But it'll be good advice I can hand on.
Oh, the oldest living cat was 37 years old, so you never know.
That's respectable. Oh, my word, did it get hot today? When I went out on this trip, you know, riding the bus, I thought I could get by with just a short sleeve shirt and my denim jacket. But I got out there to the bus stop and it was way too much. I was roasting. Had to take the jacket off and stuff it in my tote bag. I'm not used to this. It seems like it's been forever since we had this kind of heat.
Well, I've heard a lot of people comment it's like just like God's turned a switch and all of a sudden it's warm. So yeah, and just a heads up for people, if anybody up there does have breathing problems or can't tolerate the heat, it's going to be a little bit wicked Monday through Wednesday. So just be forewarned. Anyway, Bill, I'm just about to close the net down. I should be around after. I've got a couple things to do before after I close the net, but I will be back. So anything else before I move on?
Not really. Although I'm a little curious. Yesterday, I think I heard a little bit of you with some traffic through the repeater in the morning. Did you go out to activate and get caught in that noontime thunderstorm? Because it was a walloper.
Oh no, we decided on not going out on Saturday. We had a conversation and we did make the right move. Although we probably could have went out later in the afternoon, but I didn't bother today. I didn't go out because it was church in the morning and then family. So we may be going out tomorrow. Wade and I, if not, I may even go on my own. So we'll still hopefully get an activation in.
Okay. Because I was beginning to think you'd have to take inflatable boat in the kit.
Yeah, or learn how to build an ark, right?
Yeah, although I wouldn't mind, building an ark, I suppose. A lot of sawdust, but with power tools. But having to shovel for all those animals, no thank you.
Yeah, that's a lot of you know what. Anyway, Bill, thanks for taking the time to check in, and I'll move on and see if there are any last minute check-ins before I close the net. VE3IUK standing by. Okay, nothing heard. Like to thank Terry VE3IUK for the use of the repeater. Very much appreciated. Just a reminder that looks like our event on the 30th is going to come off with good results, and it looks like we still have 2 parks that we could activate that are empty. So there are spots. Anybody that's listening that would like to participate on the 30th with our M1CC event, you can check out the information on Discord. Where is it posted in Discord, back? Over.
It's in 2 different locations. It's in planned activations and special activations, I think is another chapter there. So either spot.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just trying to do whatever I can to help promote this, so maybe there's a possibility we'll get all 6 parts going. Anyway, thanks a lot, folks, for checking in. So with that, this is Bill VE3IUK in Dundas, turning this repeater and related frequencies back to normal amateur use, and I will be back in a little bit, and we'll be monitoring the repeater again. So 7-3, everybody, have a great evening.
And that'll bring the live stream to a close as well. 7-3s, everyone. That's how we say goodbye.